Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. I have a stuffed up nose, but I'm doing a video anyway. So, the message today is delayed victory. And when I looked at it, I was like, don't you mean no victory? But what I heard was delayed victory. So, something didn't work out, but that doesn't mean that things won't work out after all this shit is over. So we start out with the Six of Wands reversed, and that was what said delayed victory to me. You see upright, this is a victory. She's like standing and performing in front of an audience or something and having this beautiful victory. So that's reversed. Then we come to these three cards over here where we've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Hanged Man looking over at this Knight of Pentacles reversed, and then the Ten of Cups. And then in between that delayed victory card, oh, I didn't even realize this Four of Swords was underneath the Fool card. So we've got these two cards too in between these and that Six of Wands reversed. So going here, I really just kind of want to focus on these two cards. We've got this Knight of Pentacles reversed and this Hanged Man upright. So, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is often criticized for not moving or not moving fast enough. But, you know, the positive in that is that he is surveying his fields to really be clear about his you know, the next moves that he makes, where he wants to plant his fields, what wants to be planted where, and get an idea of the lighting or whatever. But with it being reversed, it's like he is not investing in this work at all. He's not investing in a situation. So there's some sort of a situation where maybe whatever you were invested in isn't working out at all, or there could be another person where, and with this Hanged Man, it does feel like there's another person or there's something about the situation that you need to observe and get a fresh perspective. And so often with the Hanged Man, I often like to compare it to the Hermit, but where the Hermit disengages and completely isolates to go find the light of their own truth, the Hanged Man disengages, but they don't leave. So it's like, say you're working on a project and there's 10 people working on the project, and say you're very passionate, very excited about this project, and so you assume that everybody involved is as committed and excited about it as you are. So you might be wearing some rose-colored glasses. And so for whatever reason, the project keeps not working out. Maybe there's some sort of sabotage going on or something's going on. And so that calls for a need to disengage from the situation and, you know, take off the rose-colored glasses, take a different perspective. Don't animate the situation. Allow people to reveal themselves for who they truly are. Allow the situation to show you what it truly is without your animating it, without your excitement about it, whatever it is. And so in the metaphor of a project, you might realize that there are 10 people and you've been doing the work of 9.5. And so by disengaging and recognizing that others really aren't as excited or as committed to the project as you are, they're just very committed and excited to reaping the benefits of all the work that you're doing. And so maybe just recognizing that others just are not as committed to whatever this situation is as you are, or whatever it is. It's just not a worthy investment. And so this Ten of Cups is behind the Hanged Man or Hanged Woman in this case. And so, and then like I said, next to it, I didn't realize there was a Four of Swords there, but there is this Fool card. And I love this deck. I love this Fool card because she's making a free fall back into this pool, which is the flower of life. And so it's a brand new fresh start, and it's like diving into a fresh start for yourself, like a rebirthing kind of a thing. And so I really like that as you come to recognize this, and somehow this is on the other side of it. And so it's like once you recognize, so maybe you've already been through this scenario, and like with disengaging, it might be disappointing that whatever it didn't work out. But I like that there's this recognition of this 10 of Cups here, that you've already got fulfillment enough to start over. And sometimes by disengaging and then recognizing that you've been doing the work of 9.5 people, you realize that it's okay for you to withdraw and no longer invest yourself in that thing. And maybe you learned a lot from that whole experience, and you also learned that you can rely on yourself, or you've come to appreciate the happiness that is already present, whatever that other situation is about. And so with this 10 of Cups, with this foundation of emotional support or emotional fulfillment that you already have, now it's safe to start all over again. And again, it just feels like there's this like refreshing thing, like a relief that you can let go of that situation, even though it was probably pretty frustrating at the time. And I did like that this Four of Swords is behind the Fool card, because this is about taking a rest. And so again, this refreshing energy, this foundation of emotional fulfillment here, and this ability to take a rest. So whatever you've been through, and I like it too, because yesterday there was a message about maybe you've been swirling in a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos or whatever, and actually it's all dissipated now, it's gone. But when you've been swirling so much, sometimes it takes a while to recognize that you're no longer in that situation, or to recognize that it's safe to come out of that mindset or whatever that energy was. And so something about this rest, now you're refreshed and renewed and able to take this start, recognizing the support that you have. And then we go to the High Priestess. And then also the Seven of Swords is behind that. And kind of what it feels like is that you are being intuitively guided. So whatever you're doing on the heels of this, I also want to point out, you've got the Hanged Man, you've got the Fool, and you've also got the High Priestess. With these three major arcanas, it just feels like it's a major destiny point where you really have the ability to recognize your choices now, recognizing that old behavior patterns, old belief systems no longer apply. You're receiving fresh guidance. And so where in the past we used to believe it was a virtue to self-sacrifice, to martyr ourselves, to put our happiness on hold while we do things that we don't want to do, but really it's just codependency, you know, dressed up as whatever, being a virtue or whatever, but really it's just codependency and people pleasing. And now, so it feels like whatever that, I almost want to say disastrous situation was, you learned a lot from it, and I think you really recognized your own power within that. And so now with this divine guidance, you're starting over with this Fool, but now you're receiving some sort of guidance, and it feels like with this Seven of Swords, it's kind of guiding you to move in secrecy. So whatever was involved before, maybe too many people had their hands in the pie or something because they heard about what you were doing and they wanted to jump on your coattails. But now if you move in secrecy, you've got less influence, you've got less people involved that can sabotage it or decide, well, you know what I think we should do, and then suddenly you feel like you need to follow their path and their direction, which takes you off course. But when you move in secrecy, you can be self-directed. You can listen to your own guides and your own divine, you know, resonance of like, this resonates with me. I feel like I need to move this way, instead of others pulling you off course. So definitely listening to your own divine guidance and moving in secrecy. And I do believe that even though it's been a delayed victory, there will be a victory shining for you. All right, that's all I have for today. Once again, my name is Fairlight. If you would like a palm reading, tarot reading, or astrology reading from me, I will put the link to my Calendly in the show notes, wherever you can find that. And otherwise, you're welcome to hit me up on whatever social media platform you see this on. And or if you happen to be in Asheville, North Carolina, come on downtown and come into Instant Karma Asheville. And it's your one-stop hippie shop. You get cute clothes, swag, candles, tapestries, whatever, witchy supplies, all that cool stuff, and you can get a reading from me. So either way, thank you so much for watching. Peace and love until next time.